in a car!
In a car, a manual car.
Manual isn't an issue because we both drive stick, but it's being on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
That's going to be an adjustment. So you're going to drive. We're heading over to Dublin today. And then we're going to explore the country because we haven't rented a car since we've been here. And figured we're going to...
We haven't been in a car in quite some time.
Yeah, but we've got something to pick up in Dublin today. So today's a good day to do it.
Today's the day. So let's have some fun of getting confused on these roads.
Welcome to Sailing Jibsea. 2 years ago, we knew nothing about sailing, but took off from Canada with an urge for adventure. I'm Steph. This is Travis, and this is our home, Jibsea. We moved quickly, and in a short time, have made it down south and even crossed an ocean. But we still have a whole lot more of the world to see. Subscribe and join our life on the water.
And this driving, I've already went from second to first.
Here.
So that's only having one. So
yeah, the left hand shifting would totally throw me off. He's gonna focus, and it's a far drive. We've got like 2.5 hours.
It's weird. The freaking turn signals should totally be on the right hand side, but they're on the left. So you have to like shift and then turn, shift, turn. When you drive at home, you're shifting and you can easily flick the turn signals.
So you totally need a navigator.
Yeah.
One less
Well,
thing
that's
to
just
focus on.
one less thing to focus on for sure. Gotta look right, head left.
And then right again because you're like second guessing yourself.
Get my shifts in order, get my turn signals in order, and exit. Perfect. Then figure out what gear I'm in, and we're off.
Okay, so that was a little bit hectic at the beginning. Like when we were heading out in the city, there was a bunch of roundabouts, and navigating through where we were trying to go with driving on the other side of the road was difficult. Hectic. But now we're on the highway for 30 miles, so we can chat a little bit. Oh, and hopefully the audio is good because we're using these new wireless microphones that we got. They're Hollyland Lark M1s. And we really like the headsets from Hollyland, so we're giving these a try. So hopefully the audio is good because we are in the car on the highway with a lot of road noise.
We were just kind of discussing how it's when you talk to people here, they talk in kilometers, Celsius, millimeters.
Yeah, so it's metric like at home, but they mix some imperial in there too because speeds are in miles per hour and the distance is in miles. Not only are we going to be exploring, but we took the opportunity to rent the car because it's kind of a twofer. We have to go pick up a package.
Yeah, certain companies have a hard time sending stuff to the UK because of Brexit and everything. I don't know the full details on it, but it was actually easier to send it to Ireland, main Ireland, proper.
Okay, the rain is really loud, so I wonder what the audio is going to be like, but hopefully it's good.
So this is actually a good test. We have noise canceling on right now, and it's dumping rain right now.
Yeah.
Here, I'll turn one off.
Oh my gosh, it's super pouring.
See if you can tell the difference. That's without noise canceling on these things. And the green light, that's with noise canceling. So see if you can tell the difference.
Eyes on the road with his sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, it's like rainy and then sunny, and then rainy and then sunny.
Eyes on the road, Buster.
10 and 2, eyes on the road.
So as we were saying, we actually met a viewer in Kinsale when we first crossed over to this side. And he had recognized us on the street, and we thought that was so cool because we were on the other side of the world. We kept in touch with him, and he was kind enough to let us use his mailing address to receive a package. Just this particular package, it was just easier instead of in the UK, like on the UK side. We just figured it was a good time to rent the car because we always kind of talked about it. But we're pretty cheap. We got into a bunch of boat work, so we never got around to doing it, but
it's about time.
okay guys, we picked up our package and now we're exploring Northern Ireland, seeing some parts of the coast that we didn't see by water. And we are
at a film set, more or less, from the Game of Thrones. It's called the Dark Hedges. It's a bunch of trees that look really cool and growing on each other.
Yeah, beach trees, and it's supposed to be really picturesque. We're sitting in the parking lot now. We just parked, and someone's kind of upset that he had to pay for parking.
I'm such a bitter person when I gotta pay to go explore nature.
But okay, in all fairness,
Especially in the middle of nowhere.
It's somebody's estate, so I mean, it's somebody's land. And there's restaurants, there's a whole thing over there from what I read, restaurants, bars, things like that. So, of course, if it's a tourist attraction, you're going to pay. So
Nature should be for free.
But he gets so bitter, it's so funny. But yeah. You brought nail clippers.
You know, just a bit of a pedicure before a hike.
Manicure?
Or manicure. They were growing and I didn't know how to cut them.
So embarrassing. People can hear the clipping.
This way.
The dark hedges are an avenue of over 150 beech trees that were planted back in 1775, leading up to the entrance of James Stewart's Georgian estate. If you watched Game of Thrones, then you would know it as King's Road.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was really nice. It was really nice to see it in person because we had seen it in photographs before. But did you get any good shots?
Yeah, I think I got some decent shots. If we weren't trying to see everything all at once, we'd come back at like the opportune time for me to get that perfect lighting shot and just wait here for an hour and wait for people to disappear and come either earlier in the morning or late in the evening.
When the fog's rolling in, you get that ominous sort of look that we've seen in some pictures. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'd say if you come here, come early in the morning in the spring and you probably get some really nice shots.
Yeah, not so busy right now because it's not summertime, but we did see several tour buses in the parking lot. So
I'd say it's still pretty busy for what it is.
If you want to get that photo, you know, with nothing else around, but
yeah. Like just to see it, you're kind of like, okay, some cool trees, but for me as a photographer and stuff, I really like to see what I can get out of the photo. So we'll see what we can do with that.
I'm excited to see the photos, but it's nice just to be in like nature right now, the outdoors. The birds are chirping behind us if you can hear. It's just really pleasant.
Lovely. Very lovely.
Driving along the coast, we stopped at a car park to look out at the stunning limestone cliffs that line the Causeway Coast. Unfortunately, the SD card in one of our cameras stopped working and we weren't able to salvage the footage. On the bright side, we did capture this quick video of it using our phone, which still shows its beauty, and snapped a couple photos as well. What you see in the background there is known as the Wishing Arc.
That was so pretty.
No, it's beautiful.
The sun's coming out. It was a gorgeous view, and now we're just ripping around the coast a little bit further down. You see people walking on the beach there.
Gorgeous up here, up of the north of Northern Ireland.
Super pretty. Really glad that we drove up here, and the weather has just made it so much better because it is a perfect sunny Sunday.
Oh, it's a perfect day for this.
Portrush is located in County Antrim with a population of about 7,000. A popular seaside resort town during the summer, and in the off-season, a dormitory town for a nearby university campus. Portrush is also known for its golf course, the only club outside of Great Britain to host the Open Championship back in 1951 and 2019.
So we drove about 20 minutes and we made it to the beach that we were looking at from up above. We're in a town, I don't know if it's a town or city.
That's town.
Town of Portrush. It's like a really cute coastal town. This place definitely gets super packed for the summer. It's already pretty busy because it's a nice sunny day, even though it's still a little bit chilly, as you can see from my toque.
People are out swimming though.
Yeah, there's a little boy over there in swim trunks and
he's ready
that's
to go.
It. Locals must be used to it. Are we still Caribbean Canadians?
Now we're just
Can't say that. We're wimps. This town is super cute though. A lot of restaurants, coffee shops. What else do you see? Ice cream, bakeries, things like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like your town. You go for a nice drive, you go for a coastal drive, and then you can stop into this town, grab a bite to eat, a beer, and maybe some coffee. And
rental properties for people to stay here for like a weekend. And yeah, it's really cutesy. It's sunny. There's a beach. Just in a lot more clothing than usual. But I love this. This is like the perfect Sunday.
I love it.
I thought it was going to be super cloudy, so I didn't even bring sunglasses.
No, I love the standard. Go out to the camera, raise your arms. Now what do I do? Okay, let's go.
Next, we headed a little further west to Castle Rock Beach. Castle Rock Beach is located in County Londonderry and stretches 1 kilometer or 0.7 of a mile. As you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. It was awarded the Seaside Award back in 2020. Cars are permitted on the beach, making it a great picnic spot. We figured this would be a good spot for me to give driving with the gear shifter on the left a try.
First gear, all the way over here. Slam it to the left. Oh, thanks. Oh, this is easy, Travis.
Yes, driving.
Wait, I don't even have the mirror here. I can't even see.
Wait, don't move my stuff.
That would mess me up.
Yeah, now put tight roads and different signs all at once.
There are countless scenic spots to stop and explore along the beautiful northern Irish coast. Today, we only showed a tiny glimpse of it, and this is where we'll have to call it a day in efforts to make our drive home to Jibsea with a little bit of daylight left. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here next week for another new video.